basically we did that on the back of yesterday's live chat. I think, was it D? Was it D that asked a question? My mind goes a bit fuzzy sometimes. I think D asked a question about related posts, and you know, if you add the post widget, can you restrict it to only be relevant for maybe that category? So I kind of done that, and also how to exclude the current post as well. Hey Gene, how are you doing? Hope you're okay, my friend. How's your journey with Bricks Builder going? Things going chugging away nicely, I hope. I'm still waiting for one of our clients to make a decision. They're definitely working with us because it's an existing client, but they just need to agree something internally within their team. And once they agree on that, I really want to get their website built in Bricks because it's a basic website, and I think it definitely can be done with Bricks. You know, hey B Informatica, how you doing? Hey Pete Cosgrove, how are you? I should stop saying your surname, shouldn't I? I should just say, hey Gene, hey B, hey Pete, not hey Pete Cosgrove. I don't know why I do that, force of habit. Hey Emmanuel, hope you're okay. Don't forget to hit like if you are watching. So we're releasing that video out today, and there is something else I'm working on that I really want to get out there, but I'm having a bit of an issue with it. It's basically where I'm sharing a Google spreadsheet, but I'm embedding it onto WordPress. But the trouble is though, when you embed a Google spreadsheet onto WordPress and you allow it to be accessed by anyone, I can go on it, change something, you could go on it, change something, and then your changes affect my changes. And the only way to stop it is to make it be a copy. However, that then means you have to be logged in via Google, which I don't want to do. So I'm just trying to get my head around something. I've been working on it yesterday and today. Emmanuel, the video I'm talking about is the related posts one. So it's basically this video here that we just put out. If I just open it on my screen, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So it's this video here. It's a video about, hey Pez, how are you? EPHS, thank you for the like. Don't forget to hit like. It's basically this video here where you can if you use the exclude and include of the post widget, you can be a bit more clever about what you show and how you can have individual post templates per category if you're that way inclined and you want to do that kind of stuff. But yeah, like I said, I'm working on this Google spreadsheet. I was really excited about it. Yesterday, I was really super excited about it. But I'm trying to... Part of me feels like, do I need to rebuild it full on within WordPress? But I'm having a bit of a moment with how do I do this? Hey Tarakangas, how are you doing? Hope you're all right, my friend. I hope you're all right. But yeah, basically Google Spreadsheet's giving me a bit of a problem. Has anyone ever done that where you've shared a spreadsheet and you've embedded it on WordPress, and the problem is that if all of you could access that page, we can all go in and change the values, but then if I change a value, Tao Kangas will see it. Tao Kangas changes it, Emmanuel will see it. The values overwrite, and it's a bit of a problem for me. EPHS, most important question of the day. What is the inside temperature? Well, the heating's off. The heating is off, and outside it's -2 outside. Inside, so just to give you an idea of the structure of the house. In fact, shall I show you the structure of my house? Shall I show you what the structure is? No, I can't show you the structure, actually. Right, let me just give you an idea. So, where's my pen gone? Sorry, let me just show you the structure of the house, right? So, if this is the downstairs area of the house, I'll show you in a moment, right? Something like this. Right, so if you imagine this is the downstairs of the house, right? And it's a detached house, okay, so there's no one around us. There's an extension bit here, which is the study room. I'm in the corner here. I'm right in the corner. So basically, when it's cold outside, there's nothing like, there's no adjoining room. So it is cold in here. If I put on the heating, it's not bad, but I'm not going to put on the heating just for one room. Seriously, I'm not going to do that, but it is cold. But I was out earlier, and underneath this, I'm wearing a t-shirt, right? So underneath here, look, I'm wearing a t-shirt. Look, I'm wearing a t-shirt, right? And it's cold. In just a t-shirt, it's cold. Can you tell us where the safe is? Yeah, the safe is there. All right. Yeah, outside walls. These walls are cold. I'll tell you now, these walls are insulated in the brickwork, right? Right? I've got insulation here as well, right? These walls, but these are cold. I put my hands on this wall. It is cold, right? It's proper cold. Anyway, I think we've gone over that. Hey, Raja, how you doing? So if anyone out there has ever played with Google Spreadsheets and has found a way to almost not overwrite what other people see, but still allow it to be shared and interactive without having to resort to copy, please get in touch. I'd love to know, because it's really doing my head in, and I might have to try a completely different strategy. I'm pretty sure the roadmap is next week, I believe, with Elementor. So I'm looking forward to seeing what their roadmap is, and I know a lot of people are kind of excited about it, and we touched on it yesterday. How surely if the stuff they're going to tell us about isn't that interesting, they wouldn't set up a whole webinar. But I'm really hoping that we get some really good stuff. It's bricks. This is all bricks, mate, Rajat. This is bricks. We're in the UK. We don't, in America, it's mainly wooden frame, and then all of that. But it's this is concrete blocks. Sorry, in the UK, the walls are concrete blocks or breeze blocks, and then you have a cavity gap for insulation or thermal, whatever. And then the outside is brick. So outside is brick. Then you have the thermal insulation inside. Then you have the concrete blocks. Then you have the timber frame over the top of that sometimes. Then you have the plastering. And then you have the wallpaper and everything else. Hey, Gary, how you doing? Hope you're okay. Do you want to have a sneak peek of what I've been working on? Do you want a sneak peek? Who here wants a sneak peek of what I've been working on? Who here wants a sneak peek? Tell me if you want a sneak peek, and I shall show you what I have got. Who wants a sneak peek? I won't show it to you unless you say you want to see it. It's not that exciting, but it is something I think could be quite good. Yeah? Okay, let me show you. Let me show you. Okay. Hey, Eddie, how are you doing? Hey, Eddie, before I show you, I nearly bought a Mac Mini last weekend, right? Because I thought, you know what, I keep unplugging my MacBook Air, plug in, unplug, whatever. And I thought maybe if I just had a Mac Mini here to record when I transfer to the MacBook when I'm in another room, that would be quite cool. Hey, Stacey. And I'm so glad I held off, because now we have the Mac Mini with the M2 chip. Yes! And more sockets. Right, let me show you what I've got over here. Right? Right, yeah, let me just expand on it. No, damn it, sorry. Don't want to do that, because if I do that, it goes and messes things up. Right. What we have... In fact, no, we will expand on it. Let's just go to 125. Right? This is a font clamp calculator, right? So if I go to header 1 and I decide that my minimum width is going to be, let's just say my minimum width is 380, right? My maximum width is 1,400. My minimum size will be 1 REM, and my maximum will be, I don't know, let's change that to be a 4 REM, right? You see over here, it changes the entire calculation for you. So I can do it for all these sizes. I can then do that, copy all of that in one go, Then I go over to, say, this Elementor front-end page, or not this page. I could go over here, site settings, custom CSS, and then all in one go, I just go paste like that. Just paste it like that. You do it all in one go. Look, this is going to look ridiculous now because I haven't done it properly, okay? Because I was messing around with values there. Let me just pull it back to what I was doing when I tested it. Okay, and the whole point of doing that is when you then view it, okay, let's just go down here. Watch the text, all of this text, right? Watch the text as, wrong one. As you shrink down, look at the text. Everything starts to shrink, right? So the issue I've obviously got is if I create this as an embedded spreadsheet onto one of my Web Squadron pages, right? The trouble is, is that let's say Emmanuel goes here and you change this Emmanuel to be 400, right? And Michael goes in as well. Michael will also see the 400. It changes on Michael's as well because this is all linked back to this one page over here. It's all linked back to one page. So the issue I'm having is, how can I still enable it to be shared and be interactive, but not force you to have to hit copy? Because I don't want you to hit copy. Because because then you've got to log into your Google. So you're going to access my website, log into Google, then open the sheet. Do you get what I mean? But I think this is really cool. What do you think? Isn't this a good idea? So you could do it all in one go, copy it, paste, boom. And by the way, when I get this working, this will be free. I'm going to stick it on the Web Squadron on one of our pages. It's free. There's no charge. It's just a calculator. Do you want to, and by the way, right, do you want to see what the calculation for this is? You want to see what the calculation for this is? There you go. There's the calculation for one of these fields. For one of these fields, there's the bloody calculation. There's the calculation, right? Go and work it out. There's the calculation. It's a proper messed up calculation, but it damn works. It damn works. Yeah, of course, Emmanuel. That's, it'll just be. Well, that's the thing, Gene. Right? Is that like it almost defeats the object, and then there's part of me going, why don't I just set it up so that you download it? But then the trouble is because it's a Google sheet. If you download it as an Excel file, it won't work. Because of the PXREM modifier that changes things, it won't work. Hey, Artif. So I'm trying to have a play and get around this. So download doesn't really help it. So I'm just trying. I'm trying to get my head around it. But once I crack it, I will. Hey, no more fight. Well, no, no new fights, Artif. No new fights. Okay, so Michael says use table press and have each website have its own copy. I'll have to have a think about that one, Michael. Yeah, exactly, Bioinformatica. But Michael has mentioned table press. So I might have a look at it, like, is there any other... do I need to rebuild it? Do I use Forminator? But the reason I like the way I've done it is you can just very quickly just copy everything and paste rather than copy paste like that 6, 7, 8 times. So hey, Pickstar's going out there with the highs to everyone, and don't forget to hit like. We've only got 7 likes. I don't know what I've done wrong here, but we've only got 7 likes. That's appalling. 7 likes. But now that you've mentioned it, Michael, table press, I will have a look at that. I don't want to have to start redoing that entire formula. I'm not going to tell you how many times I had to rethink my formula processes and all of that. By the way, I was very well known for doing like algorithms and formulas in analytics with the NHS, with coming up with just stuff. Right, just coming up with stuff like that. And that's another thing, John. I don't want to go down the whole dynamic data or jet engine. It's like, I think I killed off about 6.5 hours working on this yesterday, another hour this morning. And I was like, I can't, how much more time am I going to put into this? But I've got to crack it because I really want to get it out there. Because I think, we did a video 2 days ago about clamp, and we talked about it yesterday. Font size, clamp, H1, H2, all of that. But a lot of generators and calculators out there do it one at a time, and I want to put something out there that does like all of them in one go. Thank you, Pickstar. Not done nothing wrong. I know. Hey, Shaveen, by the way. Hey, Andrew. You downloaded McAfee LiveSafe. Ooh. Trust me, Andrew, they'll still find a way to get around it. Hey, Dave, hope you're all right. Year of the Dreamer. Hey, fam, could you utilize ChatGPT to help you optimize the formula? Yes and no, I think. Yes and no. I mean, I could stick the formula in, and I'm pretty sure that... Hey Emmanuel, it's not on worldwide release. If anyone is asking, it's not on worldwide release. It's something I'm still playing with, Emmanuel. So Year of the Dreamer, I could take the formula. I could probably stick it into ChatGPT. However, I don't think ChatGPT will fully understand. So where it's like A2 minus B2 divided by C2 minus D2 with brackets, it might not fully understand what was the point of C2 and D2 in relation to B2 and A2. Do you get what I mean? I think even ChatGPT makes mistakes. I got it to give me a snippet for something, and the snippet looked okay. Put it in, and my entire website went down. I went, flipping heck. Roll up a backup, asked it to change it. It changed it, and the website still went down. I was like, whoa. Danger, danger. Yeah, you are right, Mike. I mean, I've already asked it, Michael, about the whole Google spreadsheet sharing and copying, and all it came back with was, yes, it is possible, but you may need to speak to someone else. Like, what? I'm asking you. Hey, I introduced Raheem, my son, to ChatGPT. Right, I introduced he was next to me on his laptop, and I loaded it up for him and signed in. And he was playing Minecraft on his laptop, and he literally was like this to ChatGPT. How do I make 1 million TNT blocks? How do I do this? How do I generate a wither storm? How can I make the Ender Dragon repeatedly come out of the command block? And ChatGPT was going, giving him the code. And he was like this, copy, stick it in, paste, change the values. He was on cloud 9. I thought, flipping heck, I've just bred a hacker. He was hacking into Minecraft all over the place, like, oh, we'll do this and we'll do that. And I don't mind, because I'm sat with him so I can see what he's doing, but I don't mind encouraging him to kind of sometimes explore and problem solve a little bit. I know ChatGPT is giving you the answer, but you had to think of the question, and then you have to look at the answer and go, oh, okay, yeah, and then I need to do that and work through the process, rather than just copy a book in a way. You're having to now methodically think. And he asked a question. The answer wasn't right, so he's literally sat there staring at the screen, and he then changed the question from "I want" something something to does Minecraft da da da. And when he changed it, he kind of got the answer he wanted, which I thought was quite clever of him. Was ChatGPT on Good Morning This Britain, Andrew? Tell me what they said. Tell me what they said. I would love to. Yeah, Andrew, this is interesting. Hey, Sam, how are you doing? Not seen you for a while. Hope you're okay. You know, and then he was like this, hi, hello. You know, are you okay? You know, are you a real person? And I thought, you know, stop it, because there probably is a real person on the other side. Google Sparrow. Now, is this the new one, Awais? Is Google Sparrow the new one? I read somewhere 2 or 3 days ago. Hey, Maddie, I read 2 or 3 days ago that Google were going to introduce their own. Is that the Google Sparrow? I'm not sure about the name Sparrow, though. It feels a little bit like you got Twitter, and now we're going to have Sparrow. And I feel like, couldn't they have just called it Google AI instead of Google? I don't know if that's the one I'm thinking of. You're right, Pigstar, and you kind of need to know where you're going so you frame the question right, isn't it? Wow, they used it to generate info about the program and the presenters. Even though, it does only go up to September 2021. It is like a year and a half out of date, you know, and I even tried to get it to tell me about something that's happened recently, and it couldn't do it. It was falling over. It kept saying, sorry, I can't. I only go up to September 2021. Wow, Sam, you're allergic to an ingredient in your toothpaste. What is that ingredient? Don't say fluoride. Oh, hold on. Was it charcoal? I can't think. What are you allergic to? Yeah, Pigstar, Google are. They're gonna. I read in an article 2 or 3 days ago that they were gonna do their own version, and I do think that if Google do something which is more up to date than ChatGPT, and it does not get throttled like the server does, when I go on, it's hit and miss with if it's up and down, and it's kind of built into Google, so we don't have to pay for it, because ChatGPT will become... yeah, I will probably be there, Eddie. I think I will be there at that webinar just to see what's going on. Thanks for reminding me, actually. Thank you for reminding me. But I think it will be interesting. And I think this is where surely Google have seen Midjourney, ChatGPT, all these other content creators and all of that. It will be really, really good. I mean, I'm not saying I don't want Google to monopolize, but if they could build something where it's all in one place and it's not getting throttled, it's not the server up and down and all of this, and it has everything, this could be really, really interesting. Like, super interesting, right? And even if I had to pay $20 a month, to get all of this extra stuff, wow, right? And of course, I want to see Midjourney evolve. Of course I do. I want to see ChatGPT evolve. We all do. But you can't deny, okay? You cannot deny that if something else comes along, which is quicker, easier, better, you're not going to go, well, no, that's not Midjourney, so I'm not going to use it. I don't think you will, because at the moment, you got to pay. I'm paying for Midjourney. But you get loads of extra stuff for free. Not for free, sorry, that was the wrong word. Yeah, for free. And it is scaled up. But this is where Google get things wrong. How many times have Google brought out something and it is crap? Right? There's a lot of stuff Google do. Like I know people that go, yeah, I've got a Google Chromebook. And I go, you don't get Chromebook. Yeah, I know it's quicker. I know it does stuff, but there's also a lot of limitations to the Chromebook. Don't get it. Google Pixel phones. People go, yeah, look, I can rub people out. Wow. That's the most amazing feature you got there. You can take a photo and rub people out. Wow. Right? What do you do? Do you walk around photographing people all the time and then rub them out? What do you think this is? Back to the Future? Goodbye, Marty McFly. But if there is a chance that we get something really good, I'm up for that. Aloe vera, yeah, really sorry to hear about this, Sam, but that's awful. B Informatica is talking about, would your formula not be possible with calculated fields? Do you know what, B Informatica? That is something that has crossed my mind. I was thinking about Forminator, ACF, but it was all about the end output. And what I currently like is the way I was currently building it, whereby you had all your results and you can copy and paste in one swoop. You know, Awais, I can't see AI websites creating the whole website with a single query. And I'll tell you why. It might create it, but then you're going to have to tinker with it. And I bet it takes longer to tinker with. And I would say I can see it giving you a very basic landing page, rough website with some links to other pages, but they're going to look very, I don't know, just blah. They're not going to look great, are they? Yeah, Google Hangout, Emmanuel. What a disaster that was, right? There's Google Glasses. There's so much stuff Google have done where you sort of go, who is running? Who's running and creating all this stuff? Who's coming up with the ideas? Do you agree with me, or am I just talking crap? Don't forget to hit like. And I know this is a WordPress Q&A, but we're talking about AI, ChatGPT, Midjourney, Google and all that. Hey, Jason. So behind the scenes, maybe today, I'm going to try and play around with this clamp calculator I'm trying to build out and try and make it accessible on my website so that people so I've just got to quickly click something. I think I got a question come in. No, I haven't got a question come in. Sorry. Where are we? On making it accessible, also enabling people to use it without affecting another viewer. Because at the minute, I could have 10 people viewing it, and when one enters a value, all 9, well, it changes the other values, and that's going to annoy everyone like hell. Can you use Flox Elementor templates for your projects? Isn't Flox a theme? Isn't Folox? Oh, do you know what? I can't remember, mate. I can't remember, so I'm going to have to just go on and have a look at it. Isn't Folox a theme? Am I getting myself mixed up here? Yeah, no. Are you talking about Flox or Yeah, Flox, isn't it? It's Flox, not Folox. Or is it Folox? I don't know now. Can anyone confirm? Hey, Maddie, you've put Imran. You've put my name Imran. Yeah, it's a theme. Flox is a theme. I don't think it's Folox. Yeah, Flox is a theme. Hold on, I've just found it here. Yeah, there you go. So yes, I'm pretty sure it's built with Elementor, isn't it? Is it built with Elementor? I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's Elementor. I think it is. I just can't. I don't know. I don't use it. Mainly look. Let me tell you now. Okay. How do you know that all of these templates are mobile responsive? Perfect. How do you know how they've been built? How do you know that you're not going to spend more time redoing a lot of them because of I don't know, page speed performance? How do you know? Secondly, a lot of these, like, look, let's be honest, okay? Let me find, I was on it, right? Look at these 3 websites here, right? They only look good because of the images and the branding. They only look good because of the images and the branding, the colors. Yeah? So what you got to do is look at it and go, oh, wow. You're going to go like this. Wow, this is perfect. Look at this. It's amazing. And then you go and shove your images in, or the client's images, and it looks absolutely shit. Because all you're looking at is a template which has been cleverly built with, the right wording, the right headlines, the right kind of images, all of that. But then the moment you put your client stuff in where they haven't thought about their images or the branding or how it looks, and it looks absolutely awful. Look, let's just go back to this one here, right? Look at this template, okay? Let's just focus on this template, okay? Right, just focus on the template. Look at all of the products, right? Look at the color background here and here, right? It fits with the branding. Look at these images. They're plain backgrounds, right? Look at this, the products. They're plain. It fits. How many times have you worked with someone? They give you the products images and you can see the sofa in the background. There's a plant pot in the background. There's a bit of a curtain. It's on a table and you can see the hair. It's you can see the crumbs. You can actually see someone you can actually see the reflection of who took the photo. They're like that. You can just see it. So templates, hey George, templates is one thing, but half the time it's the presentation, right? And when you get that template, there's probably going to be no images loaded in there. Most of the time you get it and it's blank. The text is blank. You got lorem ipsum, whatever. You got no images. And then you look at it and go, oh, I like the images. Yeah, but you couldn't use their images. You've got to use your own stuff. Yeah, Eddie, really icy over here, like really super icy. Like it's white, it's not snow, but it is very, very super flipping icy. Ryan, thoughts on Blocksy Pro? Look, I know people that use Blocksy. They have no issues with it. I don't see the need to use it. I like to build from scratch. I'm fine with Hello. I have no issues with it, but I'm fine with Hello, or if I'm using Bricks, I'd be using the Bricks theme, because Bricks Builder is a theme. Sam removes the kitten from the printer. She just tapped the screen and it spat out most of the data. Ooh, dear oh dear. Hey, it's good to know, Andrew, that your pipes are working pretty well. Yeah, I mean, Jason makes a good point. Some templates and themes do give you the image, but even if you get the images, you can't really use them, can you? Because you're going to have to pop your images in. Do you know what? That kind of reminds me. What irritated me 10 years ago, in fact, even 15 years ago. When you go into some takeaway shops, you got 4 or 5 takeaway shops all in a line, and all of them have their menu, and they have pictures of their burger and chips, and they've all got the same images, because obviously the images probably came with the signs they have. So they haven't even altered the images to go, here's your burger. And then you look at the tables and you can clearly see that no one's burger looks like that. Does it? Right? At least with McDonald's, when they say here's what a cheeseburger looks like, 99% of the time it's going to look reasonably like that cheeseburger. But you go to these takeaways and they have a picture of a doner kebab, and what you get looks like someone just sat on it. I was going to say something else. Snowkey, hey there. Anyone using Envato? I used to. When I first started using Elementor, I did start using them. But if I'm honest, I prefer to build from scratch and use Hello. And when it comes to are they good and easy to use? Well, yeah, if you know what you're doing and you can reverse engineer and build out your own sections and containers and all of that, you'll be fine. However, sooner or later, you're going to have to get round to the idea of building from scratch. Because you're going to have clients that say, no, I don't want any of those. I want this. And you're going to have to build it. So I would say using it to learn is good. Otherwise, use them to learn, but then get on board with building out your own. Shavina Sen, has anyone used Royal Elemental add-ons? I've not used it. Again, I'm not crazy about add-ons. I don't like to use add-ons. Brian, Bricks is solid. Yeah, it is. I mean, it takes a bit of learning. You know, I mean, Gutenberg has still got a couple of years, I think, Ryan. Even the add-ons, I feel like I've still got a year or two to really make me, before I suddenly jump in and go for it. I'm glad you're liking my comments, Year of the Drummer. Hey, Crater Louis, how you doing? Sorry for being late to say hi to you. Sam, I'm just wondering, Sam, if you're like high on something, because we've gone from like your toothpaste to your kitten to paper churning out your printer to now we've got the squirrel is no longer tapping on the glass door. What is going on here? Now next you're going to tell me you live on a boat. Yeah, absolutely, Eddie. I mean, when I first started using Elemental, I was using Elemental free, and my go-to add-on actually was Happy Add-ons. And then the minute I moved to Elemental Pro, I was like, I don't need to use add-ons. Oh, wait, how can I enable Elemental Builder in the navigation menu to build a mega menu? Well, Awais, have you typed in mega menu into my YouTube channel? Because we've got videos. We've got 3 videos on mega menu. Are you not checking out our YouTube channel? Because you need to do that. You need to go and let me tell you. Look, I'll get you the link, okay? Before I give you the link, though, Awais, can you tell me, are you using sections or containers in Elemental? Because there is a slight difference. Awais, are you using sections or containers? And I'll get you the video. Cheers, Crater Louis. Yeah, be good to see that. Be good to see that. Just be aware, though, things are slightly different now. My fingers are in the wrong place. So with live reviews now, Hero Banner we do for free. If it's full page, then I do ask for a tenner to review it, because we were starting to get a little bit bamboozled with stuff. I don't use Divi. I think Divi is fine. I just don't use it. I know there's George on here. Other people do use it. I don't, but there's nothing wrong with using it. Have you found the cost of living crisis had a knock-on effect on the web design space? People, not really, no. Not really, no. Do you know something? Let me tell you something about the cost of living crisis. Let me tell you something really, really serious now, okay? I know everyone goes on about inflation and things being more pricey. You know what? You know what you got to do? You have to change what you're doing, right? I was told my electricity and gas bill was going to be £270. I changed what we do, what we have on. Our bill is now £103 a month, which I know is still money, but we're not at 270. We're now at 103. If the cost of certain things goes up, you reevaluate. You reevaluate. I know someone who's whinging all the time about cost of living, but they're still going out with their mates every weekend. And I sort of go, well, that's your problem. You're going out, you're buying drinks, you're having meals, you're going restaurants, you're doing all this stuff. It shouldn't stop you having fun, but you reevaluate. So, but when it comes to web design, I have not seen an impact. Sorry, that was your question, Extreme Hip Hop. I've not seen an impact. Yeah, Divi is currently going for a rebrand as well, by the way. Not a rebrand, they're going to improve and make things better. Awais, I'm not sure if you heard my question, but are you using Elemental sections or Elemental containers? If you've answered that, sorry, but I can't see the answer. So I need to know. In fact, what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to post the video here. So I'm going to say mega menu sections, right? Give you the video for the mega menus sections. Let me give you that. And then I'm going to give you mega menu containers. This is all for Elemental, by the way. Okay? So you're going to have 2 videos, and basically you take your pick. You don't need an extra plugin. There's a little bit of code, but the code is simple, okay? And you can work it through. In fact, I've even got a mega menu for bricks as well. So I've got a bricks mega menu as well. There we go. So you got to take your pick. The first two are Elementor, one for sections, one for containers, and you got one for bricks as well. So take your pick. Take your pick. Yeah, I mean, our video's done pretty well. You know, people are using it. People are getting really, really good. Sorry, let me just get this other link. Are getting pretty good results. Let me go page speed 2023. Here we go. Boom. There's that video as well. Is it safe to start using containers? Yeah, actually, I'm going to say yeah. I've used it on a few. I'm okay with it. They're okay with it. It allows us to do stuff like loop grid for the WooCommerce and the filters as well. So I'm quite happy with it. And it allows you to use the nested tabs. So, you know, there's stuff you can do with it. So I would say go for it. 2 questions. What is your go-to contact form plugin for Elementor? Elementor. There's the Elementor Pro Form or Forminator. Those two. Is it advisable to make a child theme for Hello? Yes and no. I don't like child themes. I use code snippets. If you don't want to use code snippets and you want to go straight into the theme editor, go for it. But I don't feel I need to. We've got 38 people watching, but we've only got 17 likes. I'm not doing good here, am I? Hey, Brian, hope you're okay. Yeah, I mean, what I would say, Snokey, yeah, is that, like, I don't have anything against Divi. I'm just not, I don't feel comfortable using it. But I know there's people out there using Divi a lot and they like it. And I think it's something similar to what I was talking about yesterday, whereby sometimes it doesn't matter if anyone is using Elementor, Divi, Bricks, Breakdance, Gutenberg, Spectra Quickly, hardcore HTML coding. It shouldn't really matter. It's all about what do you like using and does it get the job done. And I even go as far as saying it shouldn't matter if you're using Wix, Magenta, Squarespace, Laravel, anything like that, right? It shouldn't matter. At the end of the day, we are digital problem solvers, creative people, web designers, developers, all of that. And as long as we get the thing done, that is all we need to do. Because sometimes when you go and type web designers into Google, you get articles and posts where people are jumping on each other. Oh, they use WordPress, they use this, they use that, Elemental shit, bricks, all that, right? We get a lot of that. And I feel like you're not helping people who are nothing to do with web designers trust you or us. And what we don't want to do is create this like industry where everyone thinks that we're cowboy builders. What, Uranus, George? Which inside joke? You talking about Uranus? Which one are we talking? Oh, do you mean Visual Composer? Which one are we or Beaver? Sorry. Hey, Sinan, I just saw your name pop in there. Hold on, Pez. You paid $4 for a head of lettuce. It was the most expensive taco salad I've ever had. Is that because of the pictures? You were led to believe you were going to get something better. I mean, what Michael says as well, and I can see you agree, Snoke, as sometimes there is a big danger that you go and change the child theme and you're no longer working with the client. They now have to go in and then another coder might not like what you've done. You create a hassle. Code snippets does protect you, by the way. The second thing is that if you create so let's say you got a theme, right? And you create a child theme. And then 1 year later, this parent theme has had about 5 updates. 5 updates, right? And there were some vulnerabilities, there were some issues, Elementals updates, they've updated their stuff as well. You're still using a child theme that was built off a version of the parent theme 5 versions ago. Maybe you're working with the client, maybe you're not. It creates a problem. And then you've got to go and recreate the child theme or update, or people say, yeah, but we just work through the changes. I ain't got time for that, right? I ain't got time for that. I prefer to know that Everything is in sync as it should be, and my code snippets helps to protect me. Hey Ryan, they are a pain in the ass. Right, I'm just gonna go and have a quick 2-minute break. I need to have a wee break. I've had a bottle of this already earlier. I just need to have a quick wee break. Yes, you did need to know, because I'm gonna go for a wee. I'll be back in 2. Hey, that felt good. That felt so good. Michael, the versioning of the parent then changes so much that, yeah, exactly, and that's what I mean, and that is what I mean, Michael. You know, it's a bit like, oops, sorry, did I just change my screen? Hold on, I think my camera's gone off. Hold on a moment, let me just get my camera back. Urgh. I'm still here, by the way, but my camera has gone off. Hold on, just got to get it all back connected again. I'm still here, all right, everyone, so don't fret. Don't start worrying. I'm still here. There we go. Sorry, just as I sat down, I think I knocked the camera off. Just check that's all. Yeah, we're back. We're back. Just got to adjust it a little bit like that. There we go. Sorry. Hey, Mark, you all right? Damn, I knocked the camera off. Yeah, so like Michael was saying, that's the one problem, okay, in that if you have a child theme, you are now going to be hitting like a... You're creating a hassle for yourself, and if you're happy doing that, go for it. But I just don't like the hassle of child themes. Security plugins, WordFence is okay. All-in-one security is okay. Do you sell it to your clients as an extra package? Well, it depends if there's a license fee, and sometimes your client might expect it. You know, why would you build a website that wasn't secure? You know, so you got to think about that. There, you know, when you lay out to your client what they need for their website, you're going to kind of spell out the essential plugins and the desirable. Do they want it or not? EBHS, I need a vacuum pump like they have on the... Do you know something? I actually did think about that. I even had a Google check, and I couldn't find anything reasonably priced, that is. And then there's all the hassle of clearing it out. I mean, what would I do? There's a window over here. Would I have a pipe feeding out the window? People are going to think I'm pouring out a diluted orange all the time. Like, you got orange leaking out your window. I gotta say, it ain't orange. You know, it's not apple juice, I'll tell you that now, so you better not be standing there with your glass. Well, Snokey, the thing with me, is that because I don't eat many carbs, you wee a lot. If you don't eat a lot of carbs, you wee quite a lot. Trust me, you wee a lot, because you're kind of getting rid of the water inside of you a lot. Right, just checking some more of the comments coming in. I'm a bit late on saying hi to everyone at the moment, so I'm just going to quickly play catch up a little bit. Scroll down. Hey, Mark, by the way, how cold is it for you, Mark? I mean, it's freezing here. Freezing, freezing, freezing. So Andrew's got a comment there. He goes, I like the... What's this? Client got in touch. I like this, that, and the other on another site. Can I get a quote? Okay. Well, hopefully you gave them a reasonable quote. A reasonable quote. Ah, Sam, you don't... Sam, come on, Sam. You don't want to be living on carbs. Hang a funnel out my window. Yeah, no one will judge. The plants will, mate. The plants out that outside here, they will judge me. Hey, Mia, how are you? Yeah, I mean, I'm wearing a t-shirt. I've got a t-shirt on under here. And I just, like, before I came on the live, I mean, I went out earlier, but then when I've put this back on, I thought it's flipping hot. Oh, +2 in Berlin. Oh, really? I'm on holiday for the rest of the week. Oh, well. I think me and Mark, we can probably relate to that comment you've just said, because we did have a client who every time they had a request, they were then on holiday for a couple of weeks, and we had to wait for them to get back to go, right, are you okay with it now? And then then there's another change, and then they're off again on holiday. -4 Pixar. Wow. Do you know something? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because you're never... No. Hold on. You're Netherlands. No. Pixar, where do you live again? Are you in Netherlands or Germany? I can't remember. Sunny in Sheffield, so it's +4. Really? +4. I mean, to be honest with you, +4 is much better than that. Soil amendment. No, ammonia is going to kill the plant. Is there anyone on here? And by the way, it's okay to say you do this, but is there anyone on here who does like using child themes? And you don't like to do like code snippets or anything like that? Is there anyone who does like to use child themes? No one's judging you. But I would love to know. I would love to know, like, is it that you're happy to get dirty with the theme? Every time the parent theme updates, do you actually then put time in to modify? Do you charge the client for that? Is that part of your maintenance, your care package? Is that how you justify your high care package? But is there anyone who does like child theme? Because I don't know why, but on the internet, nearly everyone's like, yeah, you got to use child theme. You got to use child theme. Everyone says that. So many do, but in practice, I don't know many that do. So I'm interested to know what your thoughts are. Claudius does use a child theme. So let's drill down into this a little bit more. So do you then have to regularly go in and update the child theme whenever there's a parent theme update, Claudius? Is that something you have to always do? Yeah, so Dave, it's a bit like Bricks. Yeah, Dave, they tell you to use the child theme. However, I I just use the parent theme and code snippets for stuff like that. EPS used to do that. Sinan, Andrew uses child theme, but it's just out of habit. Is it helpful to use a child theme? I'm not fully convinced, especially with like, yeah, exactly, Sinan. They recommend it, but I'm not convinced. You know, I'm not convinced, and I feel like code snippets and other solutions is a safer way to do things, and it cuts back on time. But I would love to know, Claudius, like how you handle it. Chillster just made a client an all-inclusive price. Now they send me 5,000 bit. Whoa. Ooh, right, Chillster. You got to go back and review it now. You have to go back to them and say they have to tell you. Right? They have to tell you. You gotta close that one down, mate. You gotta tell them to tell you what they want. Yeah, absolutely. What George says as well. If you're going for a real big drastic change, however, that's one of the reasons I use hello. So I don't have to worry about drastically changing what hello gives me, because hello gives you jack all, right? Hello gives you practically nothing. Yeah, code snippets is a good way to go. So Claudius, the two important files there is the style and functions. You basically don't update it except you're using template files. That's a good point. Yeah, so what Brian says is right. What you've got to do, yeah, is close this one down, Chillster. You've got to go back to them and go, look, when we said, okay, look, let me give you an example, right? Okay, in England, in a court of law, one of the most common phrases is any reasonable man. They use the word man, but it's person. Any reasonable man. What would a reasonable man do? So if you've said to them, send your photos and we'll put the best ones on, and they go and send 5,000, we're now outside of the term reasonable, right? It's like if I say to you, look, if you pay for a train ticket and the train is a little bit late, that's just the way it is, right? Let's say the train is 24 hours late. We are now outside the realms of reasonable. So I would go back to them and go, I know we said send the content and we'll pick the best stuff out, but 5,000 is too much. We need to nail it down to 20 odd or whatever. But it's far better if you pick what is the best ones to use, because otherwise we have to convert them, crop and scale and stuff like that. Then we put them in, then you change your mind, then we swap out 5,000 images. Like, why? What is the topic of the website? What is the topic of the website out of interest, though? Chillster, I would love to know, though. What are they about? Is it like, I don't know, what do they do? Do they take photos of people's feet or their fingers? What is the context of the website? I'd love to know that. Who else here wants to know what is the context of the website? Hey Snowkey, great to have you here. Please don't forget to hit like. We've only got 30 likes. Come on, Mark, hit the like. Code snippet. The great thing about code snippet, yeah, is you can activate. You have a problem, you deactivate. You problem solve, you fine tune, and you can kind of then work out. Well, you can have a whole list of snippets, but you activate and deactivate what you want. Good point, Emmanuel. It could be an e-commerce website. What, for feet? This is a website that sells photographs of feet. Okay. So Ryan, control the customer. You absolutely do. You got to be clear on what the all-inclusive means. Mark is right. By the way, I don't know who's liked. So when I say George hit like, I don't know. I'm just saying it. But we have only got 34 likes. Okay. And right now, there are 5,000 people watching us right now. They're not really. It'll never, ever be that high. They never are that high. Sam, what do you want? Right. What do you want an example of? Because I use it on my... Oh, sorry. Are you talking to someone else, Sam? Are you talking to someone else, Sam? Hey, what clip? I think this is the first time I'm chatting to you, so do you want to tell us more about yourself? Are you a web designer, freelancer? Whereabouts are you based? How long have you been web designing? So you're in trouble, bro. You're in trouble. You better clarify that then. I know, Pigstar. Wouldn't you love it if it was 5,000 views? We'd all be dancing, right? Chillster, can you tell us more about, if you are still there, about what was the context of this company? What's the basis of their website? Grocers, shop, photographs of feet, real feet they've chopped off from somewhere, which sounds really nasty. Yeah, maybe that's what I need to do, right? No, I'm not doing that. I was going to say we could have a camera. No, we can't. Oh, that's disgusting. Let's not go there. Okay, let's not go there. Get those evil, deep, worrying thoughts out of your system. Out of your system. Cringe. Cringe moment. Cringe. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna still try and work up a way of how I can get my own font clamp generator little thing out there onto the web, which I think will be really, really helpful for a lot of people. And it will be for free. There's no cost for it. It's a free thing. You know, you can access it. And I really, really hope we can eventually get that done and dusted. Yeah, to be honest, okay, though. I mean, look, WP Code is really, really good, but I prefer code snippets. Mainly because it's Verdi, okay? Verdi from Elementor, he's a great guy. I actually do prefer it, okay? Because it's supporting him as well. You know, Verdi's a good friend, so I want to support him. Verdi isn't going to like me saying this, but you don't always need Code Snippets Pro. If you want to get Code Snippets Pro, get it, because then it will enable you to pull through the codes directly from the Code Snippet cloud. But Code Snippets Free is more than enough for loads of people, and I would strongly recommend that if you are using child theme, give Code Snippets a go. Right, give it a go, and you will now have that facility to add stuff without getting dirty with the theme, and you won't need a child theme as well. So what clip? Your name's Canwell, you're a freelance web designer, you started a new job. They asked me to make a custom design into WordPress. Okay, I faced two issues. I started to design, post-design, and Elemental. What? I'm not sure I get I'm not sure I get what the question is. So your issues are, I started to design, post-design, yet single post template. So select template post, not select blog post. It depends on how you've set your conditions for your post. So did you do the display conditions? I've just got to double check something that someone has just sent me. All right, it's a purge site. Sorry, someone's got a purge site issue. Let me just purge their site before they get all rickety with me. I do hate the way that sometimes with a site, I love SiteGround, but sometimes with SiteGround you have to go and do the really annoying thing, which is log into SiteGround and go and purge the server. I don't want to say that's annoying, but yes, sometimes you do have to do that. So I've just got to go and purge someone's site right now. Let me just check some of the content. So what clip are you setting your single post template, number one? Are you setting the display condition? If not, go and watch our videos. Do a search for single post template. We've got videos that take you through step by step. Okay, step by step. I've just got to quickly purge a site. Has anyone got anything planned right now which they're worried about? Is anyone working anything that's really, really worrying them? Just got to check this website now, this customer website. Sorry that I'm doing this on the live. It's just they've gone to their website and they're getting their full-on HTML preview of it, which, you know, it happens. It happens. But I've just got to purge their site. I'm just going to ask them to check now. Check now. Check now. There we go. Doesn't take long to sort out. You just purge the server and kaboom, it goes through. Okay, that's all it needs. That's all it needs. Yes, we are. We are hosting the client. So I've just gone and purged their site and all of that. So, yeah, that's all done. Cool. Right. We can close that down now. No, I don't need to close that down. We can leave it like that. Cool. Yeah, so they are one of our legacy clients, basically. So we just got to, like, look after them still. I have to be honest, though. I'm really fed up of hosting clients. I'm really fed up of it. Because, like, you know, anytime there's any little issue, any little time... What? Well, William, it depends on your who is your host provider. Oh, Chillster, team photos. You're kidding me. Can we just go back a shot here at the moment, right? So 20 people and they've sent 580 photos. They should pick what they want. I'm really sorry, but if my photo was going on the web, I should be the one picking which one I want to have out there, not say to the web designer, you go and pick who you want. William, it will depend on your host provider then. You got to go and check with your host provider. I can't answer that. By the way, hey, great to see you. You got to go and check with your host provider. Log a call or go and chat with them or something like that. Yeah, I mean, come on, Chillster, get them to pick, right? Just go back and say, look, you need to pick, right? Assess the photos. Maybe the size isn't right, the quality. Assess them, have a quick scan, and if that's the least of your worries, say to them, you need to tell me. And rather than them, by the way, Chillster, make clear how they tell you. Otherwise, they'll send you a photo and Jane will say, use this photo of me. And then you've got to find that photo because the photo Jane sent you does not now match the name of the one you've got. And you're like that now, you've got to find it. No, you get them to send you the original file for the photos they want to use. All right? The original photos that they want to use. Because what they'll do is they'll take a screenshot and go, oh, I want that one. And you're going to go, but I've now got to find it. Don't watch out, okay? Otherwise, that's what they'll do. Because people are lazy. Yeah, and Jean is right. I mean, maybe go for 2 or 3, right? Because maybe you might use the photos elsewhere. But at least, yeah, when they've picked 2 or 3 and you then use it and then they change their mind, you've already got the other 2 images converted and compressed and they're saved. And when they now say, I want that one, well, it's easy to find out of the 3 which one they want. No, I don't need the URL, Chillster. Don't you worry about that. Right, we are down to our 2-minute warning, everyone. I know I interrupted today's live chat with a 48-second wee break when I went to have a wee, but we are now down to our 2 minutes. Right, 2 minutes. Yeah, exactly, Andrew, and that's the reason why hosting can be a pain. Like you have some clients, they don't delete their sent or deleted items, so their email quota of whatever they've got, right, 500 megabytes or 5 gig or whatever it is. Hey, no worries, Artif. As long as you picked yourself up after dropping out, then you got to go and tell them to delete their emails. Or you... So we had one client, and what they did was, even though they were on our host, or we're hosting them, they gave access to their website to someone else who was going to do some SEO stuff for them. No, some extra stuff for their shop. And I said to them, whoa, hold on. This person has gone and installed 4 extra plugins and loaded extra stuff in that you don't need. I really don't think you need that. That then eats into the file server space, the inodes, all of this. Your tiny website is now taking up that amount of space. We've gone from that to that. And the number of inodes has quadrupled. And you're loading in loads of images that you're not even using. You're and I have to pull Rainham in a bit. I have to go, hold on. Yes, you're paying for hosting, but you don't get to just overload now. You don't get to load in like 1,000 images and you go, oh, but I'll pick and choose what I want. No, you load through what you need, but by letting someone else have access, and I do scare them a bit. I say, you could load something that goes and blurts out and affects your website and our host, which is a bit of a lie. I'm like, there's a bit of a lie there, but I do scare them a bit. I go, right, you could wreck our entire hosting for all of our clients. You would be responsible for that. So I do have to scare them a little bit for that. Yeah, cheers, Michael. I will have a look at Table Press. I will have a look at that. Okay, everyone, we're down to the final 30 seconds. literally 30 seconds. Like, well, now it's 25, 24, 23. All right, we are counting down. Absolutely, Andrew. They do, don't they? They assume that, oh, well, I bought your server space. Yeah, but it's like booking. It's like paying for like hiring out a hall for a meal or something. There's only so much capacity the hall has. You can't invite the entire world because you got the hall. Yeah, look, take care, everyone, okay? I'm going to say goodbye to you all now. I'll be back tomorrow, the later time. I shall see you all soon. Hey, come on, just say it now, RT. Uranus, everyone. All right, go and clear out Uranus, all right? Stay safe. Please do hit like if you haven't hit like already. If you're watching on replay, please do let us know you watched on replay. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, bye.